What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Wednesday, May 3rd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have an 8-game MLB slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. There's a couple of low salary pitchers on this slate that have excellent pitcher versus batter matchups. First one is Dylan Cease, and he's pitching against the Minnesota Twins. Dylan Cease is giving up a .705 OPS versus righties, facing 5 righties, but the Twins have only hit 20 of his last 99 pitches. That's a .202 batting average. So Dylan Cease is $8,900 FanDuel salary, $1,400 more on DraftKings, averaging 30 fantasy points per game on the season. Now, he has an ERA of 4.15, but his record is 2-1, and he's pitching an average of 99 pitches per game. So I like Dylan Cease as somewhat of a value play as a lower salary pitcher here versus the Minnesota Twins. Well, I guess if you're looking for a value play, a lot more risk with this pitcher, but take a look at Kyle Freeland. Now, he's pitching against the Milwaukee Brewers, giving up a .806 OPS versus righties, facing 7 righties. But what I like about this pick, or what I find interesting here, is the Brewers have only hit 5 of his last 41 pitches. That's a .122 batting average and a pretty decent sample size. So he's only $7,100 FanDuel salary, $900 less on DraftKings, averaging 24 fantasy points per game on the season, has an ERA of 4.32, record is 2-3, pitching an average of 81 pitches per game. Now, what I don't like about this pick is Vegas thinks there's going to be 12 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. But I think there's an opportunity here for Kyle Freeland at super low salary to have a good game and surprise some people. So I like Kyle Freeland as a value play in a low ownership play here versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. So here's a value play. I like Yasmani Grandal. He has an 87% batting advantage over Louis Varland. Yasmani Grandal batting 39% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .849 OPS versus righties. Louis Varland pitching his worst ball by far to switch hitters, 48% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .334 OPS versus switch hitters. Now, Yasmani Grandal is 0 for 2 here versus Louis, but he's only $2,800 FanDuel salary, $400 more on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. The splits are fantastic. He has a batting average of .235, so I like Yasmani Grandal here versus Louis Varland. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Whit Merrifield with a 36% batting advantage over Nick Pivetta. Whit Merrifield batting 29% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .879 OPS versus righties. Nick Pivetta giving up a .776 OPS versus righties. And I like this pick because Whit Merrifield is 3 for 6 with a 1.667 OPS versus Pivetta. One of those 3 hits was a home run. He's got a double, and he's only $2,900 FanDuel salary, $1,000 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season, and he has a batting average of .301. So I like Whit Merrifield here versus Nick Pivetta. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. So I got a stud pick here, Jose Ramirez. He's in a fantastic spot here versus a low salary pitcher, Clark Schmidt. But if you're looking for a value play, take a look at Ramon Urias. He's got a 40% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Zach Greinke. Now, Ramon Urias is batting a .888 OPS versus righties. Zach Greinke giving up a .818 OPS versus righties. Now, Ramon Urias, he is 1 for 5 here versus Greinke, but he is only $2,500 FanDuel salary, $700 more on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .273. So I like Ramon Urias here versus Zach Greinke. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. Gave you a lot of value in this video. So plenty of salary for Bo Bichette. He's batting against Nick Pivetta. Bo Bichette batting a .928 OPS versus righties. Nick Pivetta giving up a .776 OPS versus righties. And Bo Bichette is 10 for 24. That's a .417 batting average and a 1.231 OPS versus Pivetta. 2 hits are home runs, 2 doubles. So I love this batter versus pitcher matchup. He's 4,000 FanDuel salary, 2,000 more on DraftKings, averaging 13 fantasy points per game on the season. And he has a batting average of .339. So I like Bo Bichette here versus Nick Pivetta.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the outfield position. I like Alex Verdugo with a 28% batting advantage over Alek Manoah. Alex Verdugo batting 38% better versus righty pitchers, batting a 1.008 OPS versus righties. Alek Manoah giving up a .684 OPS versus lefties. But I like this pick because Alex Verdugo is 7 for 16. It's a .438 batting average and a 1.221 OPS. One of those hits is a home run. He's got 2 doubles. He's $3,600 FanDuel salary, $1,100 more on DraftKings, averaging 13 fantasy points per game on the season, and he has been on absolute fire, scoring fantasy points in the last 5 games. Last 4 scores were a 21, a 34, 32, and a 16. Batting average of .317. So I like Alex Verdugo here versus Alek Manoah. And just real quick here, another outfielder that I like is Austin Hayes with a 30% batting advantage over that low salary pitcher, Zach Greinke. Austin Hayes batting 20% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .951 OPS versus righties. Zach Greinke, we know, is giving up a .818 OPS versus righties. Austin Hayes is 4 for 9 here versus Greinke. It's a .444 batting average and a .888 OPS. He's 3,100 FanDuel salary, 1,000 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .293, so I like Austin Hayes here versus Zach Greinke.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.